Words fail us at this time of deep grief. We can only pray for them to find God's comfort and peace in this difficult time. Right Honorable Speaker, colleagues, on the authority of His Excellency the President, in accordance with Article 179 of the 1992 Constitution and Section 21 of the PFM Act, I have the honor and privilege to present to this House the budget statement and economic policy of government for the 2026 financial year. Mr. Speaker, this address is an abridged version of the full 2026 budget statement and economic policy of government. I respectfully request that the Hansa Department captures the entire budget statement and economic policy of government for the year ending 31st December 2026. Mr. Speaker, I accordingly present the budget statement and economic policy of government for the year ending 31st December 2026. Right Honorable Speaker, again in accordance with law, I will also lay before this House the following statutory reports. The first will be the 2025 annual report on petroleum funds, and the second will be the 2025 annual report on the collection and utilization of the African Union Import Levy, in line with Section 7 of the African Union Levy Act 2017, Act 952. Mr. Speaker, in the course of 2026, and pursuant to Article 36(5), I will cause to be laid before Parliament on behalf of the President a coordinated program of economic and social development policies, including agriculture and industrial programs at all levels and in all the regions of Ghana. Right Honorable Speaker, I will also present the following bills, regulations, and memoranda for consideration by this House. Speaker, the bills and regulations will be the following: the Value for Money Bill, the Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill, the Value Added Tax Bill, the COVID-19 Health Recovery Repeal Bill, the Ghana Education Trust Fund Amendment Bill, the National Insurance Amendment Bill, the Public Procurement Regulation, request for approval for a revised investment policy of the Ghana Petroleum Funds in line with Section 31A of the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, Act 2011, Act 815, and finally a request for approval to implement an AI-powered trade data analytics system to support customs revenue mobilization and enhance trade facilitation. Mr. Speaker, I stand before this House humbled by the confidence reposed in me by His Excellency the President to deliver his second budget under his reset agenda. Mr. Speaker, when this administration took office, we met an economy in distress, weighed down by debt, weakened by mismanagement, and stripped of confidence. Mr. Speaker, in the 2025 budget, the 2025 budget was our first act of courage, a declaration that Ghana would rise again through reforms, discipline, and visionary leadership. Right Honorable Speaker, the theme for this year's budget draws from the President's profound words in his 2025 State of the Nation address, when he declared that, Mr. Speaker, quote, "Today, inspired by Almighty God and propelled by the massive mandate given to me by the people of Ghana, I am moved to make a purposeful and bold declaration that I, John Dramani Mahama, will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on the path of growth and sustainability." Right Honorable Speaker, it is with that same conviction that I present the 2026 budget under the theme Resetting for Growth, Jobs and Economic Transformation. This government has chosen a harder but higher road, the road of reform, renewal, and resilience. We have restored fiscal discipline, brought inflation under control, stabilized the cedi, and rekindled investor confidence. This is not just a recovery, it is a reset. It is a story of a nation that refused to stay down. This is a rebirth from the ashes of daunting inheritance, the heavy burden laid upon us by the previous administration. Mr. Speaker, it is indeed a revival forged amid the tempest of hopes, harbored by the ordinary Ghanaian, whose spirit has long been weathered by 8 years of hardship, impoverishment, and shadows of deception. Mr. Speaker, it is the story of Ghanaians who endured hardships with dignity and held on to hope when the road was rough. Right Honourable Speaker, we have learned a powerful truth. The truth is that fiscal discipline is the backbone of national progress. Mr. Speaker, there is no shortcut to responsible economic mismanagement. Mr. Speaker, there is no shortcut for responsible economic management. Never again must we allow recklessness, waste, and indiscipline to define how we handle the people's money. Right Honourable Speaker, President Mahama has made it clear that under his watch, the integrity of our public finances will remain sacred. Mr. Speaker, confidence is returning. The Black Star is rising once more. Ghana is back, strong, stable, and full of hope. And yes, our Black Stars are heading to the World Cup.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy.
And optimism. This budget is about building the foundation we have laid, turning opportunity into opportunity, and opportunity into prosperity. On behalf of His Excellency the President, I extend my deepest gratitude to all the organized labor, the employers' associations, and workers of Ghana, who worked our government to successfully implement the minimum wage and base pay for 2026 ahead of this budget, reflecting our shared vision of fairness, stability, and productivity. The Speaker, the 2026 budget marks a decisive shift from recovery to transformation, from resilience to productivity, from stability to jobs. Mr. Speaker, over the next year and beyond, our government will focus on priorities to reset growth, jobs, and transformation. Speaker, first will be consolidating the macroeconomic stability. Second will be accelerating economic transformation of job creation. Finally, strengthening security and social sector for inclusive growth. Right Honourable Speaker, our vision is right. A Ghana that produces more than consumes. A Ghana that supports value added, not just raw materials. A Ghana where jobs are decent, incomes are rising, and opportunities are shared for all. And Mr. Speaker, a Ghana where every citizen lives with dignity and pride. Mr. Speaker, that is the Ghana we are building. A Ghana powered by discipline, driven by vision, and anchored on shared prosperity. Right Honourable Speaker, I will now outline the guiding theme and vision for this budget and now intend to the state by the Ghanaian economy as at October 2025. Mr. Speaker, to show where we stand, what we have achieved, and where we are headed. After that, I'll present policies, priorities, and resource allocation that will drive Ghana's growth, jobs, and economic transformation in 2026 and beyond. Mr. Speaker, at the beginning of the year, when we inherited the painful effect of the fiscal facilities of 2024, pressures that will enable our households and businesses of public finances. Mr. Speaker, confidence was fragile. Inflation remained elevated, the exchange rate was unstable, and the public debt was accelerated. Yet, through visionary leadership, fiscal discipline, policy consistency, the tide has finally turned. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's economies are now recovered, marked by renewed investor confidence and an improved macroeconomic outlook. Mr. Speaker, now we reverse sector performance. Mr. Speaker, Ghana's economy has regained its rhythm. Real GDP has expanded by 6.3% in the first half of 2025, up from 5.1% in the same period 2024. Driven by stronger agriculture and service, lower inflation and renewed national confidence. Non-oil GDP grew by 7.8%, showing that our growth is now powered by domestic
production.